Hi, I'm Dawn Anderson, and I'm showing you how to sew by hand. Right now, we're working on the back stitch. So the back stitch is a variation on the running stitch. And as you can see, it has some small stitches on the top side with overlapping stitches on the reverse side. The back stitch is a very strong, very flexible stitch. Okay, to begin, cut approximately 18 inches of thread. Thread your needle on one end and put a small knot in the opposite end. To start the back stitch, begin from the underside of your fabric. Come up through all the layers. And as the name implies, your first stitch will be backwards. So you're going to stitch to the right. Your needle will then travel underneath and come out ahead of where the thread is coming up out of the fabric. Go ahead and pull that through. And that's your first back stitch. To take the second stitch, again, you're going to move in the backwards direction. Your needle will travel further underneath and then pull your thread through. Your third stitch, go ahead, the same as before. Pull your thread through and pull your thread till it's nice and taut, but not too tight. You don't want to pucker the surface of your fabric. I like to use the back stitch for hand sewing in zippers, as well as easing in sleeves, and it's also a variation on the Italian ease stitching used in traditional hand tailoring. So as you can see, I have smaller stitches on the top side, and if I flip it over, there's overlapping stitches on the reverse side. This is what makes it very strong and flexible, is the additional stitching on the back. Continue working your stitch sequence until you've reached the end of your seam. And then to knot off, go ahead and take one more stitch to the back. Keep your needle on the reverse side. Flip it over. Tie your knot. Hold your thumb down. And your knot will be right there on the fabric surface. Cut your thread. And that is how you sew the back stitch. Now, let's move on to the whip stitch.